I have lived, worked and represented Chalkhill for the past 20 years before being elected as Barn Hill Ward Councillor 3 years ago. Chalkhill is my community, and the decisions taken in this room are not abstract for me, but they directly affect the streets, estate and families I know personally. I first want to acknowledge the very significant benefit in front of us tonight. The provision of 100% social rent homes in this scheme is a substantial and welcome contribution towards meeting Brent's acute housing need. Many in our borough are crying out for homes, and I recognise the work that's gone into bringing forward a proposal that delivers genuinely affordable homes for local people. From my own casework, I know how urgent the need for affordable housing is, and it's not just about aspiration, it's about dignity and the need for security and stability for the most vulnerable people in Brent. However, I'm here to speak on behalf of the residents who already live around these 5 sites. There's already been a petition of over 100 people signed, delivered to Metropolitan Housing, as well as the objections that you see in front of you. It's about balance. While many accept the need for new homes, they're understandably worried about the day-to-day disruption that this development will cause to their lives. They worry about going further down the list for replacement kitchens and bathrooms, repairs going to the back of the queue. They're concerned about dust, as they already endure the second worst air quality in this borough. Respiratory illnesses abound, and homes squashed into garage spaces or onto the end of blocks will mean even less fresh air. They worry about access to parking, which is being removed, leaving residents housebound, and the lack of consideration of the medical conditions which make social housing need a top priority. They worry about current car parks not being managed very well, overrun by abandoned cars and car businesses with no action being taken. They worry about the siting of a children's play area adjacent to car park despite objections. They worry about possible imposition of a parking scheme that will place another burden on low-income families. They worry about safety with the provision of 61 new dwellings, which many are one-bedroom, with no thought given to integration provision, local support for those with mental health issues, and the access to already stretched GP surgeries. These concerns are very real for the people who live on Chalkhill. And just for the record, Chalkhill Community Trust Fund is a grant-making body and completely separate from Chalkhill Community Centre Limited, which is a horse for hire rather than a community resource. Metropolitan has not been able to send a representative for the past 10 years. So I'm asking the applicant to put themselves in residents' shoes and to treat disruption not as an inconvenience, but as something that has a direct impact on people's well-being and quality of life. This means clear communication. It's become clear to residents that Metropolitan Thames Valley housing departments don't talk to each other. There is only usually one housing manager in post, as MTVH is plagued with staff illness. I want to be clear that residents are not asking to stop progress. They object because they are asking to be respected through the process. I would therefore like to place on record my expectation that every possible mitigation measure is used and that conditions are enforced robustly, including strong site management, because these new homes could deliver long-term benefit for the borough, but the manner in which it's built matters to residents. I'm asking that the council works hand in glove with the applicant at every stage, that residents are treated as partners in this process, not an afterthought. If you vote to go ahead, then the need is to get both the homes and the way they are delivered right. Then this scheme can be something our community is proud of for decades to come, not something they have to endure. Thank you.
Done with 26 seconds to spare, so I didn't need the clock resetting anyway. But thank you very much, Councillor Fraser. I think you've covered a lot of ground there and it's all very clear. Any members of the committee like to ask any follow-up? No, okay, thank you. If you could retake your chair, but we've got your written statement and heard that very clearly.